sorry ass DJ.
My name is Lori and welcome to Lori Book Trail. I am doing my November wrap-up. I hope I remember what some of these books were about because it's been a while. But I read, I'll give you my stats. Besides, I don't go into like, you know, YA or if it's romance or anything like that, like a lot of people do. But I read a total of 11 books. I gave one book 2.5 stars. I gave two books 3.5. I gave one book 4.25. I gave two books 4.5. I gave three books 5 stars, and I gave two books 6, which is, if you're new to my channel, is a personal favorite of mine, so it gets 6 stars. And I got that from Beautiful Bookish Bethany. She does that. So I read, like I said, a total of 11 books, and I read 4,161 pages. So I didn't do as good as October. I think I read more pages in October, but I didn't read as many books. We're just going to start from the first. I mean, what I read in, you know, in the order I read them. I believe I wrote down the review, what I gave each on here. That way I don't forget. So The Land of Yesterday, I read this for Believe-a-thon, and I gave this one a 3.5. I kept debating between a 3.5 and a 4, but I don't remember a lot of what happened in this book, and yeah. But it was still, I still enjoyed it. I mean, there was some sad parts in here. It's about this girl whose brother died, and her mother wants to go and get him from the land of yesterday, or wants to follow him to the land of yesterday, and the daughter is trying to go and get both of them back. And it was good, but it was kind of slow. It took me a while to get into it. Yeah, but it was sad, and it was kind of cute, but yeah, just parts of it was so slow, and when I was reading it, I was enjoying it, but when I put it down, it was just pretty, you know, it wasn't one of those things that I was in any hurry to get back to reading again. So, I did enjoy it, though. I'm glad I picked it up. I can't remember. I think this was something to do with, like, social issues or something. Issues of today was the prompt or something like that. Cause, you know, grief and all that other kind of stuff, so. But 3.5 ain't bad. And then I read another one that was 3.5, and that was Coraline. And this is about this girl that there's like another place that looks like her house and her parents, basically, and they want her to stay there, and all this crazy stuff that happens when she's trying to get away from them to get back home. Yeah. But it's okay. It was another one of those books that I just thought was okay, you know.
You want to go out back?
It's definitely a book that's not for, I mean, that I can definitely tell is not for me, you know what I mean? But other people would probably really love it and give it 5 stars, 4 stars, you know. Just personally wasn't mine. The next one was a 6 star, but this one I was so conflicted on. So conflicted because this is The Toll, I'll tell you first, and I did give it 6 stars, but I didn't like it as much as the Thunderhead, but I liked it more than Scythe. And I gave Scythe 5, I gave Thunderhead 6. I was like, what am I gonna give this? Because I liked it more than like I said, Scythe, but I didn't like it as much as Thunderhead. But I gave one 5 and one 6, so I was like, ugh. So I decided to give it a 6, but it's on the lower part of a 6. I can't really go into what this is about, considering that, you know, it's the last one. Okay, if you guys don't know about it, in the first book, I mean, what this is a world where no one can die, and the only way they can die is by these people called the Scythe. And they basically just pick certain people and kill them. And it's about these two what do they call it, apprentices, I guess you can say. That one is going to be apprentice to Scythe Faraday, and the other one will be gleaned by the other one. And that's what happened in the first one. Something happened, you know. One of them got picked, of course, and then something happens, and yeah, and then you have to keep going to find out what's going to happen. I know my friend Ashley liked it. I think she gave it like a 4. My friend Lauren DNF'd it. And there's a mix of reviews from a lot of people. I thought it was really good. The first 150, maybe 160 pages were really, not really boring, but was just setting up so much that it just took me a while to get into it. But once it got to a certain point, oh my gosh. And I don't know if it's the mood I was in that could have affected it, so I might be rereading this month. Because I'm thinking it might have just been the mood I was in. It was just one of those days. I mean, this is one of those months where I probably could have read a lot more books, but I just, like, for like a week and a half, I was like in a big, like, slump where I didn't know what I wanted to read, and I kept picking up a book, putting it down. So if I wasn't in such a mood like that, I probably would have read a lot more books, and maybe I would know more of how I really feel about this book. So I definitely think I'm going to reread it this month if I have a chance, and see if it's more of a, if it deserves the 6 star, or if I should just go ahead and give it 5 like Scythe, even though I like this one more than Scythe. And yeah, so I don't know, but I just really love certain characters and certain things that happened. I really liked, like how certain things ended. It ended in a way that he could write maybe other stories from other, maybe he could write some, you know, backstories for other people. Like maybe we can get the backstory on Scythe Curie. I would love the backstory on the bad guy, which I can't think of his name right now, Godwin or something like that, whatever his name is. I would love a backstory on those two. I feel like we know a lot about Scythe Faraday, so I don't know if we really need another book, one, but maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind. And I would love a short story for 2 certain characters. And I can't say who they are because one of them don't come in until book 2, and the other one doesn't come in until this book. So, but these 2 characters, I would love a story on them after what happened here. So, I did really enjoy it though. The next one was Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Olympian Labyrinth. I keep saying it wrong. Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth. And it's book 4. And I gave this one 4.5 stars. This is the second to last one in this part of the series. It was really good. I really love Percy and Annabeth and Grover, you know. And this one, it was just kind of slow at the beginning, where I couldn't really get into it at the beginning. And yeah, but it was good. It was definitely a 4.5 stars. I really don't know what to tell you about this one, besides, of course, it's about the gods and and the kids that are half god. Is they called demigods, I think, or half-bloods, whatever you want to say. And yeah, and it's about Percy, like I said, and Annabeth and Grover, and yeah, and some other characters that they meet along the way. Yeah, yeah, it was really good. That's all I'm going to say about that one. The next one was my lowest rated book of the month. That is I Have No Secrets by Penny Johnson. 2.5 stars. Oh, what can I say about this book? I don't know really what to say. I just was so bored. Like, and I just, yeah, I don't know. It was just really boring. It's about this girl. She I forget what she has, but she can't walk and she can't talk. And this guy confesses to her that he killed somebody, and of course she can't communicate, and he keeps like playing with her, you know, on her mind and stuff. And there's this new procedure that is going on, and it could help her be able to communicate, and the guy doesn't want her to be able to communicate. And yeah, it was so slow. It took forever for anything major to happen. And just when it was starting to get good, it was over. So, yeah. I liked the premiere of it, but I just don't think, for me, it was, what's that word? I can't think of the word. Executed right, I guess you could say. That one is going to my friend Lauren. She's collecting Book of the Month, so if I don't like a certain book, I'm from Book of the Month, and if she don't have it, I'm giving it to her. So then we got Frostheart. Oh, Percy Jackson was also, it was just a throw-in for Believe-a-thon. It wasn't like one that I picked for a prompt. It was just to read. This one was for a prompt. This was the group book. Yeah. And this one I gave 4.5, I believe. Yeah. It was really cute. He wants to find his parents. He's in this one place and he doesn't belong there, and they don't treat him like, you know, they treat him not nicely because of what he can do and stuff. They think, I forget what he is, what he's called, but what he can do, they don't like, because he, like there's this music, I think, and he plays music or something. I don't remember exactly, but I just know that they don't like that, and they think that he's communicating with the bad, like the bad people, or the bad, can't remember what they're called. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but they think that because he could sing that song, that he could be working with the other people, like I was saying, like, or he could be controlled by the bad ones, which I can't think of what they're called. It's really cute. It's the first one in the series, so I don't know when the next one comes out, but it's called. It just says The Adventures Continue in Frostheart 2, coming soon. I definitely want to continue on. I know this is one of Gavin's favorite books ever, so yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was cute. I love, like, once he left where he was, the first part he was at, and when he went on to, when he started going on the mission to find, you know, on the journey to find his parents and stuff like that. And yeah, so it was really good. It was fun. Yeah. And then we're at my last 6-star book of the month, and that is The Bromance Book Club by Lyssa Kay Adams. This one, oh my God, it was so good. This one was definitely my favorite book. I know I gave The Toll 6 stars as well, but this one I liked more than The Toll. This was so good. I mean, oh my gosh, it was fun. It was what I needed to get me out of my reading slump that I was in. This is about this guy. His wife wants a divorce. She tells him that she's been faking it, and he gets upset, and he doesn't stop, you know, he doesn't like take her, you know, to see why she was feeling this way and stuff. He just walks away, you know, takes off, so she wants a divorce. Night, cutie. Night, pretty girl. My girl. But yeah, so she wants a divorce. And these guys recruit him to the Bromance Book Club where they read a romance book. It's so cute. Like, I love, like, how they talk about, like certain sex scenes from the book that they're reading. Like, when they read a book, they'll, like, tell you how many, I forget what it is exactly, but how many they give for maybe, like, I don't know if it's for orgasms or something, I'm not sure. But I don't remember what it is exactly, but it was so cute. I mean, I love this. And this guy, Gavin, I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. He has a stutter problem. He's just so interesting. Like, he's just has to be one of my favorite characters in a book. He made mistakes and he was stupid, you know, like just walking off and not talking to her to find out, you know, what was wrong, because it was more than just, she had more problems than just sex, you know, with what their sex life was. It was like he couldn't see that she wasn't happy. Yeah. So, but it was cute. And the next book I'm so excited for. It comes out in March, I believe. And I'm so happy because of who is going to be the guy and, of course, the girl that he's going to want to be with. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for March to get here to read it because, oh my gosh, it's definitely going to be one of my first books that I want to read as soon as it comes out in March. So, yeah, really, really good book. Definitely my favorite book of the month. And then we got another real good one, which is a 5-star. And that is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. This was really good, too. 5 stars, like I said. This is about Chloe. She almost gets killed at the beginning of the book. And she makes a list that, because, you know, she don't want to die without, you know, she wants to live, you know, not be boring and, you know, be what she is now and stuff like that. And I always forget his name. And Redford, but they call him Red, his friends does. I think he's a superintendent or something of the building. And they do not like each other at first. Yeah. And he is trying to help, and then she enlists him to help her, you know, you know, do the list, complete the list. And it was really good. It was like it was so close to being a 6-star, but the beginning was just a little too boring for a 6-star read. A little, like the character, it took me a little bit to warm up to Chloe. Took a little bit for like him to start helping her with the list, but I love like when they started the list, and I loved finding out like what happened to her, because she has chronic pain and something else, and something happened to her that led to her getting this, you know, where she was always in pain. It was just really interesting to find out about her, and then find out what Red has against like rich women, you know, like girls that are, you know, their parents are rich, yeah. And what his thing is. And I will say there is abuse in this book. They talk about abuse. So there is that. This wrap-up's going to be long. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, it's almost 20 minutes already. And I still got 3 more books. Then we have The Grace Year. This was Ashley, Book Babe 88. She has a book club that she does each month on Goodreads. And she picked this out for the first one. It's called Page by Page, or Pages by Pages, something like that. Book club. And The Grace Year was the one that she picked, by Kim Legent. Legit, something like that. This one is another one I'm not sure about the ratings. I keep, like, sometimes I want to give it like a 3.75. Sometimes I want to give it a 4. Sometimes I want to give it a 4.25. Sometimes I want to give it a 4.50. I mean, it's one of those things that I'm not sure. So I just went with 4.25. I didn't know what to go with, so I said 4.25. Good enough. They're supposed to, like, they think that they have, like, girls have magic, and if they send them out for a year, like, you know, away from them for a year, that they will lose their magic when they come back. And there's a certain amount that when they do come back, they will get married, because the magic will be gone from them, so they can get married and have kids for, you know, the husband that they get, whoever, you know, claim, or whoever picks them. The rest, I don't know, I can't remember what happens to the rest. And it's about what happens when they are thrown out there, and what is really going on. Is there really magic? If there is, if they do have magic powers, whatever you want to say, why? And if they don't, then what's causing it? And it's like how the girls are like, you know, like against each other, like they don't like try to stick together, you know what I mean? Like there's the girls that are popular, or whatever you want to say, that click together, and then there's ones that are like, oh no, you're not good enough, you know, you go over here, you know. And yeah, just a lot of stuff happens in this book, but the beginning was so boring. This is the one that like I kept reading, and then I put it down, and then I would try to read another book, and then I'd pick this back up, and then I read the 2 romance books. And then after I read those 2 books, I was able to finally get into this book and finish it. I was confused about the ending. That's another reason why it wasn't like a 5-star. But I know my girl Ashley loved it, gave it 5 stars, so yeah. But I still enjoyed it. I liked finding out, like, you know, what was going on and stuff like that. And then the last 2 are both by Rick Riordan. Or Riordan, how do you say his name? From Percy, of course, the author of Percy Jackson. I read the last one in the Olympians, and that's The Last Olympians. And this one I gave 5 stars. And this, I can't really tell you what happens, because, you know, I mean, tell you about it because it's the last one in this particular world. I mean, you know, part of the world, whatever you want to say. But it was so good. Like, I'd say like the first 20 pages I was bored, and then after that I just flew by like this. It was so good. But this one was definitely my favorite so far out of the Percy Jacksons, even though or, you know, the world, whatever you want to say. Universe, whatever you want to say. I don't know how you would say it, but anyways, it was my favorite one. Like, oh my gosh, as soon as I picked this book up, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I was just reading it like crazy. I mean, it was so good. I love the characters that we meet in here. There's Jason, who can't remember anything. He don't, like, they remember him, but he doesn't remember them. And then there's Piper, and there's Leo, and oh my gosh, Leo is so cute. Jason, oh my gosh, he is such an interesting character. I think so far I like him better than I do Percy, even though I do love Percy, don't get me wrong, but I think Jason and Leo are going to be like 2 of my favorites. And I really love Piper. So good. So good. I love her. And it ended really good. And we got some, I will give one little, no, I won't say. But yeah, we do get some characters from Percy Jackson, of course. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you what I'm currently reading. Right now, I am currently reading The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. I would say it again. This is the next one in the Lost Heroes, or what's it called? The Heroes of Olympus. Yeah. This is the second one in the Heroes of Olympus. And right now, I am currently on 126. I'm just bringing this up because this was one of the books I was reading during November. But I'm definitely going to finish it this month. And that is it. Sorry it was so long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know how many books you read in November. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? What are your plans for this month? Are you going to be reading new books? Christmassy books? Just just books that you, like rereads, you know what I mean? Yeah. Mine's a mixture of both. Mostly new ones, but it's going to be mostly Christmassy ones. So. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys all have a good rest of the night. Have a good week. And I will be doing 'Tis a Season-thon. I don't know if I'm going to vlog every day or every other day. We'll see. But yeah. I guess that is it. If you guys like this video, thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And yeah. I love you guys very much as a friend. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.